going on today? Ryan Clark is all business, Bart Scott, Mike Tannenbaum, and one more, just to add a little more flavor this morning, that would be Dan Graziano. Just talk about the problems that the Bears had yesterday, and that is where we begin, of course, on Thanksgiving in Detroit between the Lions and the Bears. Good old NFC North matchup here between Caleb Williams and Jared Goff. Pick this up, 3.5 minutes left in the first. Jahmyr Gibbs taking a handoff. 18 yards. Nice pickup here.
I mean, this looks like whatever you see from this team every week. Here it is, Sonic getting going, and we know that he could finish in the end zone as well with burst and speed, and Sam Laporte on his first touchdown catch of the day.
And so the Lions would go up 10-0, and they were off and running here in the first half. We go to the third quarter now because the Bears really had no answer. Bears down 16-0. Here's Caleb Williams. What can you do? Drop back, scrambling. Low hit, though, on the sideline. Coming here from Jack Campbell.
Get out of bounds. He tried to cut it back, and you got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Jay, I know you're a little upset there, but that's a legal play. He's a runner at this point.
Yeah, this made me, though, take a big when I was watching this at home. He would stay in the game, so that's good news here. So we go to the next play. This is Williams now finding Keenan Allen. And Allen going to break a couple tackles, spins, finds his way into the end zone. And look at the Bears now having a little life.
I mean, this says a lot about Caleb Williams, though. You take that rough hit on the sideline, come back, make a huge throw. But here we're going to see J-Mo Williams go up and over a defender of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, and this was impressive. A good move here by Jamison Williams. He basically hurdled Kevin Byrd III. And so he
was standing straight up, too.
Yeah, impressive. Later in the drive, 2nd and goal, Goff finding Laporta again for the touchdown, Mike T.
Yeah, good to have him back. Really get on 3rd down and in the red zone.
Lions up 23-7, but here come the Bears early in the 4th. Williams, Keenan Allen.
Ooh, put him in a blender.
Yeah.
And keep your eyes on your luggage.
But then the Bears would go for 2, and they would fail at doing that. Williams now floating one to DJ Moore. Another touchdown for the Chicago Bears.
Great throw. Love to see that touch pass by a rookie quarterback. Definitely going in the right direction.
Bears down 3. Here's where things get dicey. 56 seconds left. Williams avoids the pressure, throws it downfield, but this pass incomplete.
A bailout.
Flag on the play.
For touching.
A bailout.
Touching.
Defensive pass interference. Can't believe it.
My dad almost spit up his yak.
Few plays later, 36 seconds left. Bears do have a timeout, but look at the clock. It is winding down. What is going on here?
You have to understand situational football. Either you get to the line of scrimmage, you can't spike it. You either run the draw, try and get some yardage and kick the field goal, or call timeout and get a game plan. You only need 11 seconds to run your emergency field goal team. What are you doing? You're killing me, Petey.
What are you doing? The clock is still going. People aren't set. No one knows what's happening. William takes the snap. 6 seconds left, looking for Roma Dunze. This goes absolutely nowhere. No one can believe what happens at the end of this game.
Jay, somebody should have been on the headset screaming, timeout, timeout, timeout. It could have been a defensive coach at that point. Someone should have been saying that.
Here's the reaction.
In that situation, I'm living with the call, and I'll let, the coaches and everybody, make that decision.
No, it was tough. I feel like we did enough as players to win the game.
Yeah, I like what we did there. Again, once it's under 7, you're gonna call timeout there, or actually under 12, and then really you don't have an option. Because it's 3rd to 4th, you got to throw it into the end zone then. So to me, it's I think we handled it the right way. I do believe that you just re-rack the play, get it in bounce, and call timeout, and that's why we held it, and didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
We think we handled it the right way. Really had me in my feelings yesterday. Nonetheless, diehard Bears fan here, and I have to live this. I feel like what everyone used yesterday was coaching malpractice there at the end of the game. That was the phrase that kept coming up when we saw the clock winding down. There's a timeout to be had. No one calls the timeout, and so the Bears take another L in a late game situation, and it feels like just complete dysfunction, especially at the end of games, Ryan Clark. And so what do you make of the way Eberflus handled the last 36 seconds of that game?
I mean, I don't use malpractice. I use fireable finish, because that's what it is. To me, he has absolutely sealed the deal if you're making decisions and you're the Chicago Bears on whether or not he should continue being the head coach of this team going forward. When you look at the end of that game, I want to think about something that Keenan Allen said. We did enough as players. That's one of your star players, a veteran in this league, a guy who's been a Pro Bowler multiple times, saying, as players, we executed or did what we were told to do. And now you get into that moment and you hear Matt Eberflus say at first, under 7 seconds. And then he goes, after 12 seconds. Well, Matt, it got under 12 seconds. So even by your own admission and the bull crap that you are spewing post-game, you are wrong because it got down to 9 seconds before you snapped the football. There's no urgency on this team. There's no preparation on this team. No way that they understand what's happening in the moment. You should have drilled this over and over and over again on Fridays in the 2-minute drill. You should have drilled this over and over and over again in the mock game on Saturday. They weren't prepared for this moment, and you could tell it was an organizational failure from Matt Eberflus on down. And to me, if you have an opportunity to take stock in this week, you move forward, even if you don't have someone that's been a head coach on this team.
Absolutely. Well, there's 32